Hello everyone, and now welcome to a game between ToD and Edo, or Edo Boy, as he'll probably be mentioned throughout this game. A human versus undead matchup. ToD, a yellow human player who probably needs no introduction, probably one of the longest playing Western players playing as the yellow human. Meanwhile, Edo spawning as the blue undead, opening things up with a Crypt Lord first. Should be an interesting matchup as we rush on into that 2-minute mark and the game is underway. Archmage quickly going after this Renegade Wizard, making sure to get the Purge onto that Footman first before dropping that Water Elemental. All of you guys out there who are trying to get better at WarCraft 3, if you have the time, it is, well, a very, very delicate thing to do, as I remember it sucking up hours and hours of my time when I tried to get good. So um, if you have a significant other and are able to play Warcraft 3 at a competitive level, well, kudos to you. Crippler are going to go ahead and try and clear up this Forest Troll Trapper creep camp. Interestingly enough, Edo did not try and summon a large number of skeletal minions beforehand and beetles. He's actually growing this army as he's clearing out the expansion creep camp. Oftentimes, I see Crypt Lord players trying to clear out a green creep camp first, get that Rod of Necromancy going, get those beetles going, and so they have a larger army and they're able to clear out this creep camp just that much faster. However, the downside is, well, you can get interrupted if you are not careful. Archmage picks up Claws of Attack +5 and a Talisman of Evasion. Meanwhile, Crypt Lord finally gets to level 2, has a Talisman of Evasion as well. All right, Archmage looking to clear up the Rogue Wizard creep camp here. Frost Armor, always a bit of a difficulty when trying to clear out creep camps, as you don't want your units to be slowed. Brigand also off over here. No poison on him, but does deal some decent piercing damage. Now, the undead army marching out across the field. You see that very large go wide army early on, those skeletal minions and those beetles there as the Archmage gets up to level 3. Oh, Gauntlets of Ogre Strength +3 going to end up picked up, gifted to Edo there. Archmage, however, does have level 3 already, so should be able to put in quite a bit of pressure, perhaps trying to finish off some of those skeletal warriors and those other units. All right, we're going to see a deny there. No, we do not. The other low hit point beetles already looking to retreat back as the Archmage off to the races here, doing a little bit of chasing. All right, surround onto one low hit point, or one soon dead low footman there, as another ghoul gonna be able to slip away once more. Level 2 water elemental, only one of them out in play. If a second water elemental was in play there, I believe Edo would have, well, judged that fight correctly and said, you know what, I want no part of this fight, especially with my lower hit point beetles and ghouls feeding experience to that Archmage. All right, a little bit more engagement there, a little bit more blasting there. Another low hit point ghoul. It just takes one round of attacks from the Archmage Footman, or 2 rounds of attack from the Archmage Footman and Water Elemental, and already down to pretty much dead. Second Water Elemental now being placed down there, as Edo going to be coming back around and maybe able to steal a little bit of experience or cause a little bit of disruption play. All right, Crypt Lord sitting at level 2. And, well, gonna have more ghouls coming in. And I believe this was a misstep by ToD. ToD not realizing, well, what exactly was going on there, as all of the units have been completely replaced. Beetles back up to full hit points, and a new round of fresh ghouls able to come off the line. All right, units are looking to pull back here. We are seeing an expansion here. Ghouls trying to put in pressure, but an Arcane Tower and now eventual Scout Tower into Guard Tower will be completed. Guard Tower for those ghouls, Scout Tower for those beetles and those skeletal minions, as we should be looking at a blacksmith being placed down here and perhaps also an arcane vault. That, well, expansion going to be used more as a forward base of operations, it appears. Water Elemental trying to go after some of those units. Are we going to see a skeletal minion get taken down? No, we do not. Very low hit point skeletal minion just needs one more shot. There goes an impale, and now we get to see another surround here. All right, there goes that skeletal minion footman. However, going to get surrounded at Edo, just playing out of his mind right now, getting in some good surround, but a great deny by ToD. All right, low hit point footman. Is it going to get taken down? Yes, it does. That ghoul getting taken down right there, and all of these micro wars in the early portion of the game trying to add a damage. That Archmage seemingly being able to toss those fireballs and just, well, hit their target. It's almost like there's a tracking math algorithm to make sure that that fireball lands on that target. no matter where it tries to dodge to. Archmage looking to go after the giant sea turtle creep camp here. Water Elemental in that frontline position should be absorbing a little bit of that damage. Meanwhile, Cryptlord just shy of level 3. And if that does get to level 3, like right now, all of those, you better believe that the beetles are going to be popping out and being resummoned. All right, low hit point Murloc Huntsman going to get taken down. More beetles could get finished off here. Water Elemental, a new fresh one here. Archmage seemingly have Water Elementals for days and trying to keep timing on that. Absolutely true. Archmage does get the item, I believe. Yes, does get the item, which is a Sentry Ward, and was able to deny the experience to that Cryptlord, who is now already at level 3, as mentioned earlier. Level 3 carry-on beetles having significantly more hit points, almost 80% or 90% more. We're looking at some low hit point beetles. Well, one beetle down, another beetle gonna fall down as well, and Ito is not denying those. Let's take a look there. There goes another beetle once more, but a good impale going across multiple units. There goes a footman, and you cannot be trading footman for beetles, as those beetles are just really mana compared to the actual, well, gold cost of those footmen there. Slaughterhouse gonna get delayed once more. Death Knight going to be making a play here as well. Sentry Ward is now down here on the map as the Tomb of Relics is under a bit of distress. Water Elemental, and well, in a play here, we're going to see one beetle get taken down. All right, one more shot. Is it going to give level 4? Yes, it does. If there was a lot of Water Elementals before, you better believe there will be more now as level 2 Brilliance Aura comes online. ToD playing an absolutely clean game so far. A little bit of missteps early on here, but the Mountain King healing up all of those low hit point footmen, they will be able to come back in a hurry and perhaps place down some pressure. Slaughterhouse already done. Second Slaughterhouse being constructed. Archmage dropping a Water Elemental here. Wants to make sure to not allow for, well, production of those Obsidian statues and that upgrade to Destroyer at the same time, as he already delayed one Slaughterhouse earlier. Time is key here. Mountain King may try to go after a Stormbolt onto a Crypt Fiend. Death Knight, however, keeping his tabs on it, will get the Death Coil off and keep that alive and well. Follow-up Stormbolt could be the key right there. Mountain King, no, decides to leave it alone. Goes after a completely fresh new target, and Ito is going to be able to heal that up as well. Footmen are falling left and right, and this could be a major misstep there. One more Fireball, and that is going to be enough to take down that Crypt Fiend, as the Water Elemental taking down as well. All right, Ito. Death Knight having significantly more experience than the Mountain King here. Mountain King does need to retreat back. His army has completely well, fallen off here as we're looking into engagement. Stormbolt onto some ghouls instead, as the Crypt Fiend, or excuse me, the Death Knight does not want to spend the mana to save a ghoul, as the ghoul would perhaps just still get bursted down quickly. As again, low hit point footman down to dead, as that slow attack from that Crypt Fiend able to find its target. All right, more attacks coming in from that Archmage. That Claws of Attack +5 doing quite a bit of work. Scroll of Town Portal transferred over, as we're looking at, well, perhaps more damage. We're going to see a low hit point ghoul getting taken down. Yes, we are right before that Scroll of Town Portal whisks everyone away. All right. Mountain King getting a bit more experience this time around, also having that Talisman of Evasion for a bit more hit points. Orb of Fire now alongside the Claws of Attack, so that Archmage will be having significant upgrade in damage overall. All right, Flying Machine overhead. Mountain King, Archmage still wandering around here. Water Elemental being dropped down. Mountain King, Stormbolt straight up onto that Forest Troll Warlord. Perhaps it should have been the Forest Troll High Priest, as much of that damage is getting healed off. Inner Fire now being applied to multiple targets as well, but that Orb of Fire, well, making it difficult to heal that target. Now going after the Forest Troll High Priest there. Archmage trying to keep a little bit of distance, but is it actually close enough to gain some experience? There's an ensnare there, as Knights are now in on the battlefield. So ToD quickly going into Knights and Flying Machines, and also getting the Animal War training, and as that Paladin as that third hero. ToD most likely waiting until the right opportunity to burst into low upkeep by training up multiple units at the same time. All right, Animal, are we also getting upgrades? Yes, we are. We are also getting in that armor upgrade here, and just waiting for the correct timing is going to be key. Mountain King going after Ogre Mauler, Forest Troll, Berserker, Ogre Magi, being able to get in a slow clap there, as the Paladin and that Mountain King both do need to level up. Back down to the south, no surprise that we're looking at the Undead with the Lich. now with an Orb of Corruption as well. Same 3 ultimate heroes, just changing the order in which you get them, having a great impact on the overall pacing of this game. That early Crypt Lord with a couple of impales able to cause a bit of disruption. The Death Knight now not too far from level 3 should be able to get some level 2 Death Coils and heals, as the Crypt Lord does want level 4 and may try to back up here. Meanwhile, Mountain King still sitting at level 2. Paladin gets up to level 2, goes quickly for Devotion. Did he choose Devotion Aura? Or no, Devotion Aura picked up by the Mountain King. So we may actually be going for Divine Shield first onto that Paladin. And what would be interesting is if the Mountain King actually gave that Devotion Aura item to the Paladin, making it look like he went for Devotion Aura only to see him use a Divine Shield. That would be a very, very nice head fake right there, as the Paladin now at level 2. Unholy Aura on that Mountain King. Yeah, a faster movement speed in addition to those boots of speed there. So Mountain King picking up some great items and aura items here, boosting the overall army. 68 supply compared to 76, and in comes the fight now. 1 guard tower. Ghouls are going to be coming back across. Knights are trying to be trained up. 72 supply compared to 80, as the ghouls are going straight after that guard tower. Guard tower going to get taken down in no time flat. Meanwhile, multiple destroyers with mana. An old timing push with those destroyers causing problems, as the Knights now join in on the battle here. There goes an Impale, and in comes the fight. Ghouls are trying to be frenzied and just run across here, as we're looking at some big damage coming back across as well. Death Knight could be in trouble. Does have a potion of healing. Is he going to get taken down? It looks like he will get taken down by a Thunderclap, and no Death Coil for the heal there. Lich may end up getting taken down as well. Both sides suffering heavy losses. Wand of the Wind onto that Paladin now, as we're looking at a resurrection on that Death Knight. All right, Death Knight back out here onto the battlefield. Crippler continuing to fight. Paladin comes in with the Divine Shield there. A Staff of Sanctuary trying to save a low hit point Knight, as the Lich comes back across, and there's the Scroll of Town Portal to get away. Edo Boy down to 42 supply compared to 49, but, well, Edo Boy had a bit more gold and quickly able to, well, replenish that there. We'll need to head over to the Arcane Vault. Additional Staff of Sanctuaries, I believe, will be purchased in order to, well, keep those Knights alive. Mountain King now with the Staff of Sanctuary, and, well, if you can't get Priest, because Priests just constantly get blasted away by Death Coil, Frost Nova, and Impale, go for Staff of Sanctuaries and higher hit point units, such as those Knights there, and mechanical units. Flying machines, mechanical units cannot get hit by that Death Coil and are in the air, so can't get hit by the Impale. Frost Nova, I believe you can't target it, but it might take some of that AoE damage, as the two armies fight next to each other now. Archmage gets up to level 5, picks up a Scroll of Town Portal. Mountain King sitting at 4, Paladin sitting comfortably at 3, and, well, a potential Creepjack was in order, as a Claws of Attack plus 12 picked up by the Death Knight and should be handed off to that Lich. Lich now with plus 17 attack. Army coming in. There's a Stormbolt trying to go after some of those units. Holy Light finishes it off. One Crypt Fiend. There's a oh no. That Crypt Fiend was able to back away. Knight was in his swing before the animation completed. More Staff of Sanctuaries while teleporting things away. Archmage still purposely staying away from all of the action. Now going after the Forest Troll Berserkers. Mountain King and, well, Paladin will be able to get to level 4 here. All right, do we still have Devotion Aura? No, we do not have the Devotion Aura item, but still going for Divine Shield overall. Rune Bracers on that Mountain King, as we see just Staff of Sanctuary after Staff of Sanctuary teleporting units back home. Now, no masonry upgrade. Guard towers being placed relatively close together. Decent number of workers as the Paladin now makes its rounds out. I believe we should be looking at a third Staff of Sanctuary on this Paladin. Is he going to pick one up? Nope. Ivory Towers instead. Okay, so Ivory Towers over Staff of Sanctuary. I would have thought multiple Staff of Sanctuaries would work out well in saving those units. Now, I think Edo got a bit of a lucky break when ToD did not catch him, and with that potential creep jack situation. And now with all of the creeps gone on the map, what you see is, fights are going to become a little bit more, well, prevalent, as that's the only way to engage with your army. Both sides fighting here. Thunderclap coming back across units, trying to escape away. There's a death coil there. There goes an impale across multiple units, as still some low hit point crypt fiends and other units still able to escape. All right, Stormbolt back on to that, well, Crypt Lord again. Crypt Lord taking a little bit of damage. Scroll of Town Portal quickly being used once more, and, well, low hit point crypt fiends, are they going to get taken down? Yes, one does get taken down, as the Knights now make their way off to the north and quickly spot that this expansion, well, is already cleared, and then perhaps Ivory Towers will be placed down here and to follow up. All right, 1 Ivory Tower, 2 Ivory Tower, Staff of Sanctuary teleporting units back home. Beetle making sure this bottom left-hand side of the map is staying clear. ToD going for that all-important third base. Death Knight now wandering out across there, as we're looking at the Paladin getting into position here, perhaps trying to put pressure on this expansion. Expansion has about 10 minutes of mining left. Main base has about 5 minutes of mining left. And, well, Undead will need to come up with something here momentarily, as the armies are getting ready to engage. All right, one Knight trying to take down multiple Acolytes and slowing down the mining here. Meanwhile, the Undead army looking to retreat has, well, Banshees as well, Obsidian statues. They're going to start absorbing mana from each other and should be able to do quite a bit of damage across these Knights in that front line position. All right. Getting into position here. Banshees, are they at adept training? Yes. Are we getting mastery training? Of course we are. Perfect counter to everything there, as we see a low hit point Banshee quickly getting death coiled and healed back up. All right, how do you deal with Banshees? That has been the new development in the human versus undead matchup. Those Banshees being able to possess and take targets, take those Knights as targets. The main way I have seen players easily deal with those Banshees is by allowing the Paladin, or having those 3 Staff of Sanctuaries, to break that channel on that Banshee who is trying to possess that target. Acolytes just getting served up here pretty easily, as the units are now making their way through. A Peasant going to go ahead and quickly scout out this location here. Mortar teams also joining in on the fight as well to try and speed up the targets. In comes the Destroyers, and Flying Machines get a quick round of volleys of attacks as well. Knights doing a little bit of lobbing, as one Water Elemental still trying to clean things up here. You can't allow your opponent to get all of that free gold out of that gold mine, as the Mortar team needs to back away, and now we see quite a bit of damage. Divine Shield, I think Mortar team was quickly taken down. Mountain King quickly cycloned with Wand of the Wind, as both sides fighting their way through. Staff of Sanctuary trying to save some of those targets, as the Knights are now putting into position here. Banshees, are they going to try and master possess here? There goes a quick impale across multiple targets. Knights still trying to heal. Archmage needs to use some more Staff of Sanctuary. There goes one Knight down, and, well, I'm sure the Staff of Sanctuaries are perhaps already on cooldown. There goes another impale, as well as the Destroyers are just able to, constantly devour magic and cause problems. Knights need to back away. They should not. Woo. That was an icy blast, an icy chill definitely felt by ToD. For some reason, I can already imagine the 4-letter words that ToD is using right there on that departing Frost Nova. The Knights were already backing away, and now suddenly losing 2 Knights right there. Well, that is an 8 supply swing, and would have determined if the battle was complete, was close, or a definitive winner did exist. Coming back here, no Knights are getting healed up at that castle, and now we do have that 3rd and final Staff of Sanctuary on that Paladin. Knights on the move here, looking to clean things up. Well, Tome being picked up there as a Goblin Shredder, and now getting sent back home to try and do a little bit more mining, as there are currently lumber issues for ToD, sitting at 13 lumber, even though he has 21 workers. You can take a look at the Peasants actually walking quite a bit of distance in order to get some lumber there. I don't know if the lumber trading has actually been researched or not. 68 supply compared to 79, and, well, not having enough lumber could be the downfall of ToD, as he wants to train up more units. Meanwhile, back down to the south side here, Tomb of Relics quickly going to get destroyed. And are we going to be trading expansions for the main base? That is the question there. Black Citadel could quickly get bursted down here. Mortar teams are lobbing attacks, and now we're looking at the Crippler trying to Scroll of Town Portal back down to 972 hit points. Scroll of Town Portal to retreat, heading back off to the expansion location. Are we going to see some Staff of Sanctuaries on flying machines, send them back home? Nope. I thought we would have seen that, as that is a way to constantly make sure you are training up or using those Staff of Sanctuaries effectively. Flying machines once more on the move. They do not have the ground attack upgrade. More flying machines getting added in here, as we are seeing a fair number of destroyers. That is 6 destroyers out in play, and they've been able to do cause quite a bit of problems. Obviously, Edo Boy did not train up that mortar team. That was a possessed unit there, and well, could cause more problems again. What is this knight doing? All right, this knight is getting offered up by ToD. Wait, huh? Knight offered up by ToD. Knight standing next to the Banshee and then getting possessed. No big surprise there. Mortar teams trying to get in a couple lobs, more attacks. Are they going to be able to finish off the Black Citadel? No, it is not. 167 hit points. It ends up staying alive. Meanwhile, a mortar team ends up a mortar team gets taken down as well. I believe all they really needed was one more round of attack from both of these mortar teams to take down that Black Citadel, who's currently at 167 hit points. No gold mine here, either 80 over 80 supply, as a peasant is trying to go up against a carrion beetle and will end up losing that fight as well. Mountain King looking to put pressure on through destroyers, knights. Well, in comes the dive, and in comes a stormbolt onto that Banshee there. Flying machine's going to go ahead and engage. Who's going to come out on cross? Impale coming back across here. Banshee, is he going to try and do another possession here in just a moment? Flying machine's going back and forth. 82 supply compared to 67. ToD is in some serious trouble. Gets up to, well, gets a Holy Light, saving that Archmage for a little bit. Staff of Sanctuary still trying to, continuing to all of those heals as those knights are still trying to retreat back. Another low hit point knight getting blasted down. Staff of Sanctuary saving another Mountain King there. And at some point, the undead army is looking more and more human-like. Overall, 2 knights, 2 mortar teams in the undead army. 81 supply compared to 53. And, well, that is a very big supply swing indeed, as those knights are extremely powerful, as, well, frontline units are needed. Back off to the north here, ToD's northern expansion gonna get cleaned up by those carrion beetles. And, well, it is going to be one base play going up against one base play here in just a moment. Off to the north, more flying machines trying to get added. And once again, we're looking at, well, some easy clearing once more. Are more Banshees being trained back home? No, we are not. We're seeing that 81 over 80 supply, as, well, Edo Boy is starting to bank up a decent amount of gold. Meanwhile, back off to the north here, Holy Light finishes off one. Well, a little bit more attacking finishes off another. 2 upgrades on the flying machines. Should be able to do quite a bit of work against all of those destroyers. But the destroyers, as long as they have mana, well, when they had mana, they were actually able to out damage the flying machines with those flak cannons. Coming back on through, more flying machines getting added. I don't know, still no ground attack at all. And is ToD gonna go completely for mass flying machines? That seems to be what he's leaning towards. Taking down those 6 destroyers are incredibly important, but after that initial exchange, what then? Flying machines are looking to, well, perhaps get into a squadron and fight together there. Meanwhile, undead units are going to be making their way across the battlefield here. Mortar teams able to, well, lob those attacks in from quite a ways. And here we are going into an engagement. Flying machines trying to engage and, well, taking down those destroyers. There goes one destroyer already. A second destroyer getting taken down. Flying machines are winning out on that fight there. Meanwhile, the fight on the ground. What is happening? There's just so much happening in the air. Difficult to see what's happening on the ground. 65 supply compared to 61. 1. Flying machines, why are they backing away from the attack when there's still more destroyers to try and finish up? Mountain King comes in with a thunderclap here, 50 supply compared to 57. Low hit point Knight trying to back away, and we are looking at Crypt Fiends getting absolutely torn apart here. Knights or Holy Light onto the Crypt Fiends, finishing off more units. Knights could be engaging against each other as well, as the Flying Machines are now completely useless, and there's no way to easily heal some of those units back around. All right, Mortar Team, however, is taken. The Town Hall, however, was taken down there, as we are looking at Mortar Teams, I believe, getting finished off here slowly but surely, and now level 6 on the Archmage. All right. Mass flying machines actually working out well. Death Coil, Frost Nova, Impale. Paladin could be in trouble. Paladin, Staff of Sanctuary at 5 hit points and stays alive. All right, flying machines have no way to attack that Obsidian statue who's so low on hit points. More damage still racking up on through. Staff of Sanctuary continuing to fight back as well. There goes another Impale, as Water Elementals need to perhaps do a little bit something else here. Knights still engaging, 38 supply compared to 56. Flying machines really needed those bomb upgrades in order to be useful now. Army size, 33 supply compared to 40, but a good segment of that army is in the air, and without any destroyers, well, doesn't really has no purpose in this battle. Knights, or excuse me, peasants doing some long distance mining now. This gold mine has 2 minutes of mining left, and we are now pretty much, the armies are pretty much on life support at this point and stage in the game. Knights getting Staff of Sanctuary again and getting backed away here. All right. Goblin Shredder may be looking to join in on the battle. There's 2,200 lumber to be had. Mortar Teams quickly healed back up. Knights will be healed back up here in just a moment. And the Archmage now with a mass teleport should be able to get around the map extremely quickly. Still surprised, are we finally seeing bombs? Yes, flying machine bomb upgrade and getting added in. And now those flying machines will be able to deal with any of those ground units, especially those Banshees, as they are technically unarmored units and take significant damage from those flying machines. Even though it looks rather small, it does add up quickly. All right. Peasants, long distance mining underway. Undead, obviously not having that option, does need to haunt that gold mine in order to do any real damage here, as well, a gifted beetle gives experience once more. Flying machines 9 to 12 damage, and attacking slowly, but that damage does start to add up very fast due to the numbers, right? Yeah, just due to the numbers. Think about it another way. These are only 1 supply unit, so we'll compare it to Footman. I believe, well, 2 supply, 18 to 24 siege damage from the air. Even if it is slow, it is a slow melee attack that is dropped from the sky. That isn't that a little strange? It is melee range, even though it is dropped from the sky. So a little bit counterintuitive there. Okay, we're 30 minutes into this game, and with nothing really going on yet, both sides apparently taking a little bit of a breather. I'm going to speed things up and see what happens in this matchup. Long distance mining going back and forth, both sides just trying to set up their next play overall. Acolytes need to unsummon up another building, perhaps to haunt the gold mine. There we are. Haunting of the gold mine now started, and we are going to go into an engagement now. Mass teleport off to the north and going to try and take down this haunted gold mine before the haunted gold mine gets up and operational. Meanwhile, long distance mining here, 1 arcane tower, and that was a complete bait, as it is an arcane tower, but there is no expansion here at all. The remaining acolytes all getting cleaned up. There are no more acolytes for Edo Boy, as the ghouls are now trying to clean up some of these peasants. Flying machines going to find their targets, taking down that tomb of relics as well, and taking down this slaughterhouse next. All right. However, we've often said all an undead player needs is its heroes, some obsidian statues, and some banshees. I've jokingly said that, or semi-seriously said that in the past, and I believe we are going to be put to the test here. That is a lot of Banshees. That is some very powerful heroes and some Obsidian statues as well. Well, throw in a Knight for good measure because that was already taken and stolen. 59 supply compared to 44. Peasants now moving off to the north here, doing a little bit of long distance mining again. Hero level advantage belonging to the human player. Army size advantage belonging to the human player. Item advantage, Staff of Sanctuaries, I don't know, that's pretty even. But I will say racial advantage belonging to the undead. All right. More anti-magic shell. One obsidian statue could turn into a destroyer already. Goblin Shredder making its way back off to the north. I am surprised that we sold one of the Staff of Sanctuaries. Are we going to see another mass teleport? We are teleporting back home. Again, 258 gold, 2,000 lumber, as peasants are doing a bit of that long distance mining back and forth. Beetle gonna find this once more, perhaps try and take it down. Flying machine is off right there, and beetles are just gonna be, well, sitting at the gold mines trying to stop these peasants from doing much of anything. Another well, I guess there were some green creep camps that I didn't notice on the map as the beetles are going after these peasants here. Flying machine. All right. Could easily start taking down the buildings surrounding here, at least preventing them from being unsummoned. No, going straight after the Black Citadel. Black Citadel absorbing quite a bit of damage. There goes one. There goes one volley. There goes two. Banshees are going to be making their way over. Are there Crypt Fiends? No, there are not. But that flying machine could end up getting taken down to 33 hit points, and Stormbolt onto a beetle. That's going to get taken out as well. We could be looking at some more ultimate abilities used here in just a second. More low hit point flying machines should perhaps be returned back home and set up some sort of like little airstrip of auto repairing peasants who will repair when the time comes. Flying machines, all right, making their way back over. You can see acolytes were trying to unsummon buildings. Beetles are getting taken down here, unsummoning up one Temple of the Damned, as the Lich is still staying very close by, keeping a close tab on this squadron of flying machines. Mass teleport. All right, well, this is absolutely hilarious right now. ToD is using mass teleport to counter the peasant or the beetles by teleporting the peasants. And, well, not going to be an efficient use whatsoever, but still constantly going after those beetles one by one. All right, flying machine looking to go in for a bombing run. Well, sees the units and now quickly backs away again. Undead has no easy way. And now, are we going to see a Stormbolt? Yep, Stormbolt. And then all right, this is just hilarious. Archmage with that mass teleport ability, just constantly moving around the map. Flying machines doing hit and run tactics onto these buildings in the back. There goes one building there, trying to purposely stay away from that Black Citadel range. And one flying machine is going to get too close. It looks like it's going to get too close. There's slow attack speed. Lich unable to get the final attack off. That 13 hit point flying machine able to survive. It really should just be returned back home. No real reason to try and stick around in this fight here. Same thing with this flying machine. Repair it, get it back, and then have it continue to fight again. All right. Little bit of engagement. Flying machine trying to test the waters. Sees that the undead army is still right there. Lich, auto attack onto one flying machine. The flying machine looking to back up again. Beetles are in position here. Are we going to see another mass teleport to a beetle in that position? Yes, we are. Edo Boy gonna lose the beetles. And talk about an effective exterminator. You scream, you see a cockroach, and it shows up to the party even before you have time to jump on the couch and point. All right. Carry-on beetles still causing quite a bit of problems here. There's 3 carry-on beetles here. Are we going to see a mass teleport? Yes, we are. That mass teleport so fast, trying to finish off things. And, well, a holy light saving right there. Is this going to control magic also being used up as well to try and, well, turn the tide and then move a beetle back around the other side. The beetle now trying to get away. Meanwhile, flying machines off here, as that's all Edelboy can really seem to do. Edelboy wants to get a potion, or he wants to get to level 6, and once he gets to level 6, we will have an ultimate ability there. And that's why he's going after these peasants, even though he is slowly feeding experience to his opponent. Mountain King sitting at level 5. I wonder if he'll go for Avatar or if he'll go for level 3 Stormbolt at level 6. Both abilities have been known to be extremely powerful, as Edelboy ready to move on out with, well, Banshees. I thought at one point one of the Obsidian statues was out of mana, but I guess that's what happens. Eventually, you just get mana on those Obsidian statues if enough time passes. All right. Goblin Shredder hiding off to the side here. Beetles are right there. Peasants now making their way down. 408 gold. Are we actually going to start seeing a town hall try to be built? Flying machine causing problems. Lich now making its way back over and, well, not able to get the damage off there. Mass teleport off to the north. There goes another beetle. Mountain King inching again to get a little bit more experience as the units are looking to retreat back. There goes one flying machine, but the Crypt Lord was too far away and doesn't get any experience for it. All right. The Carrion Beetles sitting in the respective corners saying, this is where my infestation is. Now 53 supply compared to 45. Knights show up to the party. We're going to see a holy light. No, we do not. One peasant does get taken down. That does give level 6 to the Crypt Lord. And now with an ultimate ability in tow, well, maybe Edelboy is finally ready to engage. That ultimate ability adding in a little bit more damage. Banshees are going to be coming across here. There is a Devour Magic beetle trying to escape away now. Flying machine going to end up getting taken down as well, and ToD may end up losing to this right here. Flying machine's now trying to dive bomb that Black Citadel. Black Citadel taking quite a bit of damage, now retreating back. There is one acolyte there. Flying machine down to 24 hit points, down to, well, no, ends up down to 11 hit points. The Banshee able to get off one more attack, but the armor offering a bit of protection. All right. Scout towers or guard towers will be placed down here in just a moment to offer a bit of cover and protection for this bit of long distance mining. Meanwhile, flying machines going after the Temple of the Damned and trying to finish off some of these buildings, but it is a difficult endeavor. Good morning, Burrow Rush. Thank you for the sub. As we're going into a rather entertaining game between Edelboy and ToD. ToD trying to close out this game, having difficulties, and finding the Goblin Shredder hiding off to the side over here. And that Goblin Shredder actually, well, gave level 5 to the Lich. That is a big deal. Level 3 Frost Nova is a very big deal indeed, as a Banshee finishes off another flying machine there. All right. Interestingly enough, if a destroyer tried to pop on up, it would perhaps instantly just get shot down. Meanwhile, trying to clear out these trees here so that the peasants can actually have an easier time walking in, perhaps, as these guard towers and cannon towers will be done momentarily. Flying machines looking to do a bombing run on that Temple of the Damned, still retreating back once more. All right, unsummoning some buildings as Edelboy needs to get perhaps a little bit of gold somewhere. But Human has an expansion? I don't know. I wouldn't really call this an expansion at all. I would call this a long-distance mining with 8 peasants. Well, just calling it as it is. And that's barely any real income whatsoever. Crypt Lord going to perhaps be picking up some additional items. Edelboy down to 184 gold after selling some items as well, and has picked up a potion of lesser invulnerability. Fly machines finding their target there, going after the Ultra of Darkness. Ultra of Darkness now down to 290 hit points, and it looks as though it will will suffer more damage but still stay up and operational, even though unsummoning it will be significantly less. Knight now going after a Spellbreaker. Spellbreaker now looking to retreat back, and it's kind of just baiting the undead army to chase. Knight now still chasing after that Spellbreaker. Spellbreaker taking quite a bit of damage because of those Sundering Blades. How much damage is it per attack there? Down to 80 hit points, and it looks as though it will be able to back away. Flying Machine's still hanging off there as well. What is going on? Archmage sitting at level 6. Long distance mining. Cannon towers in position as we see a mass teleport getting underway. All right, mass teleport, Stormbolt onto a Knight. Knight quickly going to get surrounded here and perhaps get taken out. No, Undead Army, Deathcoil, Frost Nova, Thunderclap onto the Knight there. Knight could have a little bit of problems. However, Mountain King gets impaled. He's going to be in trouble. Holy Light right there. Mountain King does not have the Staff of Sanctuary. Needs to get the Staff of Sanctuary off from the Archmage there as the Paladin now retreats back. There's going to be a little bit of time before the Mountain King able to join back in out onto the battlefield. Possession right there. There's a Holy Light, but it's going to be a possession onto the Mortar team as the Mortar team backs away. Yeah, if the sequence of events that needed to happen there, Paladin needed to Holy Light the Mountain King. Mountain King then needed to Staff of Sanctuary that Mortar team in order for that Mortar team to not be taken control of. All right, we may be going into a flat out a base race scenario. Acolyte is attempting to repair a couple of buildings. And what is going on? Peasants are now trying to retreat back here, perhaps going to try and hide down in position. All right, what is going to be going on? Flying Machine's looking to dive on in here, and without that one Mortar team and the Mortar team being given over to the Undead Army, this is going to be now become an interesting base race. Multiple Spirit Towers are in position here. Black Citadel actually dealing quite a bit of damage. The upgrade to the Spirit Towers perhaps catching his opponent off guard as the Peasants now make their way off to the north. One Peasant getting taken down there. ToD is in trouble. He has the smaller army now. And even though he does have more buildings, these buildings have quite a bit of hit points. Interestingly enough, I'm wondering if a Banshee takes control or possesses a peasant, can the peasant then do long distance mining back to the Black Citadel? I don't believe I've ever seen that happen in a professional game, and I feel like it should. I feel like it should work. And then that... I feel like that should work. I don't know if it's come across Edo Boy's mind, but I feel like that should work. All right. Undead or human army now working together here, going after a couple more beetles. Another Stormbolt. Mountain King may try to go for level 6, but stay short at level 5 still. Mortar team now, because of that possession on that Mortar team, making a big difference here, able to take down these cannon towers by outranging them. And finishing off that Mortar team there with their fortified armor. Meanwhile, back off to the north here, Knights, Altar of Darkness, gonna get pressured back here. Staff of Teleportation, or no, Mass Teleport, teleporting away. Mortar team trying to head back and will be able to get back home. I know if you build a town hall, you could definitely do long distance mining, right? Similar to how ghouls, they are able to collect lumber and return it to the Black Citadel. If you have a peasant, can you return it back to the Black Citadel? Right? There's no question that if you had enough gold, you could build a town hall, and then the peasant could return it back to the town hall. Yeah, no doubt in my mind there. Edo Boy, 46 over 50 supply. Gold starting to run low. That one Mortar team being taken control by Edo Boy. That sequence event by ToD. Not getting the Holy Light onto the Mountain King, and then the Mountain King's Staff of Sanctuary. And that 1-3 supply could be the difference between victory and defeat here, as the armies look to try and clash against each other. ToD knows that if he tries to clash against the army, he is just not going to win out well. Stormbolt, what anti-magic shell, able to absorb so much damage. Are we going to see a Banshee possession? Nope, no possession even necessary, but mass teleporting away again. Down to the south side here, more long distance mining happening still, but Edo Boy is just outwaiting his opponent, waiting for his opponent to make some sort of mistake. We can see that there are so many Banshees out here, anti-magic shell across the heroes, making them difficult to take out. All right, that extra anti-magic shell absorbing so much hit point damage. As a couple of beetles here, Stormbolt, are we going to see Holy Light? Yes, level 6 now onto the Mountain King. And level 6 Mountain King, he does go for Avatar over level 3 Stormbolt. So being able to not... getting that spell immunity is going to be key for him. And now, here's a weird situation for ToD. If ToD gets the level 6 on that Paladin, Resurrection is nearly useless for him. There is only, what, 50... How is he... Is he training up more knights? Or is he training up... Okay, he's training up siege engines. All right. Oh, all right. ToD building an army of siege engines and will have mass teleport to deliver them when the time comes. That is the strategy. That is the play. And that is perhaps going to catch his opponent completely off guard. Sitting at 321 gold right now. Gonna get up to 360 here in just a second. Flying machine trying to hide above the trees. And this is all about calculated risks. ToD and finding a way to get back into this game with siege engines, waiting to get a little bit more gold. Is he gonna sell anything else? There is another beetle getting taken down there, water elementals, and I don't believe Edo Boy has any idea what is about to go down. Yeah, I don't believe he has any idea what is going to be happening here at all. Beetle still wandering around here. Mountain King, well, yeah, if he had level 3 Stormbolt, would instantly just get the kill. And there's the mass teleport now in order to teleport away, get in some more kills onto some more beetles. Paladin going to get some... Oh, there's a control magic as the beetle now wandering back to the south side there. This beetle has not ventured inside the base. There is the training up of at a workshop now. Nope, stopping again. All right, it looks like he constantly goes in and out of low upkeep. Yeah. All right, coming back off to the north here. Another beetle going to get finished off here. Paladin getting in a little bit more experience once more. Undead army afraid to move forward. And, well, Banshees cannot possess mechanical units. So that may be the big thing there. Also, Archmage going to go ahead and teleport around, going after and going after these units again. Oh, no experience given as the tower was the one to get that final shot off. Army of Archmage is just teleporting around the map. He is actually starting to run low on mana, but then again, he may not want to drop too many water elementals out there onto the battlefield either, as we are looking at the siege engines finally rolling out. All right, 4 siege engines rolling out. They are just going to get there the old-fashioned way. Nope, there's the mass teleport. Well, all right, going to mass teleport there, and then perhaps try and regroup all of them. Are they going to have a way to perhaps get into position? That is the question. Mountain King trying to lead the charge here, making sure that the coast is clear, and going to finish off Stormbolt, finishing off that unit there. Shouldn't something... I believe the Archmage should be staying with the siege engine so that the actual mass teleport strategy works. Yeah, they should have teleported. Archmage wants to bring all of those siege engines to the party here, as in comes all of, well, the undead army again. More beetles back into play. Are we still seeing some more long distance mining? Yes, we are. We're getting up to 6 engines here in just a second.
Players' forces are under attack.
Yeah. Ooh, why?
Yep, more siege engines. All right. 51 minutes into this game. No action for the past 20. Just a lot of back and forth, trying to get position, trying to get a little bit of experience. Mountain King got up to level 6. Crypt Lord got up to level 6. Lich got up to level 5. Death Knight got up to level... Or Death Knight stayed at level 5. Paladin getting close And where is the army here? They're going to try and engage. They have a cannon tower here to fight close by, and now they're looking to back away. Siege engines are now going to try to roll on and down south. Is it going to work out? There's a thunderclap there. And then, no follow-up Stormbolt onto that Banshee, which would have finished it off. Meanwhile, Mountain King now trying to double back around, and here we are off to the races. And Edo Boy is thinking, wait a second, this army my opponent's army should be coming in to engage me, but that is not the case. Flying machines now coming in from the north. Siege engines rolling on in from the north as well, and timing is going to be key here as the siege engines show up to the party with 2-2 upgrades. All right, in comes the attacks. Black Citadel are going to get taken down very, very quickly. Edo Boy wondering perhaps where all of these siege engines just simply came from as the Archmage getting ready to engage here. All right, there's a Thunderclap trying to take down multiple units. Knight ends up getting possessed right there as multiple buildings are going to be lost. Acolyte, are they going to be able to summon up anything else here? Siege engines very, very strong against all of these different types of attacks. As the siege engines have fortified armor, we can see the Crippler has tried to use its ultimate ability, but the last building will end up getting taken down here. Archmage going to get impaled. Archmage could get taken down. No, Edo Boy is defeated first, and ToD comes away with the victory. All right, so ToD comes. Please go. I'm doing my wrap up, and you guys are like talking here. All right, so ToD outlasting his opponents, transitioning into siege engines and keeping them secret. For some reason, I had expected ToD to use mass teleport to teleport in with those siege engines and catch his opponent off guard. I thought that would have been a brilliant use, brilliant play. Instead, ToD just made a slow roll from the north to come away with the victory there. Just a great game overall, though. Total score, ToD winning in every category, but still almost losing as the undead army, had heroes, obsidian statues, and banshees against human. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.